We just set up the team, really. HRT. You didn't miss a lot. Right, so before we go into the race in Australia, we need to set our team something to do. So we've got an activity timeline here. Various things do various things. We can set up a driver training camp and get Jack some ability. We can do some advertising to build awareness, or we can put a merchandise sale on and make some cash. That's what we'll be doing. Look at those stats from me. Absolutely incredible. 0 laps driven.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team.
Yeah, and you're not one of them. So in practice, we're going to give the car a run out for the first time ever this season. And yeah, we got these games to do in practice sessions that get the team some reputation. And that's what we need, because we are HRT, and that is a problem. So we're going to do track acclimatization. Don't know about you then, but I am ready to be acclimatized to this track. We got to basically just hit the racing line around a lap, and I've absolutely nailed turn 1, and gone a bit wide on the exit of turn 2, but we're doing well. This is going well so far. I am feeling acclimatized. I don't know about you, but my oh, I've gone wide. Anyway, practice went well, and qualifying is in the rain. Brilliant. So we can just throw out everything that we learnt in the practice session, because we've got heavy rain to deal with, and I'm going to have to be extremely careful not to spin out. Never mind. We have done the necessary repairs, and here we are for a hot lap. Only my second lap, and there's only 2 minutes of the qualifying session to go. That's the kind of session I've had, but you know, that's it's an extra slap round the chops when you're not expecting heavy rain and you do all your practice sessions in the dry, and then you're just thrown into the complete dark with a car that, I'm not going to lie, is a little bit of a handful. A little bit of a handful. Not that happy with it. We need a word with the R&D team.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Well, I really value your input, Jeff, but there's only 2 minutes left of the session, so the fact that there's 10 minutes of rain to go isn't that relevant, if I'm being honest. But never mind. We are considerably up on this lap compared to my personal best, but we saw my personal best about a minute ago, and it's not one to write home about. Let's be honest about things. We are firmly at the back of the field competing with the Williams and the Haas cars of this world, but that's fine. That's where we expect to be, and we can work on things. I'm increasingly of the view that 5 Constructors' Championship points may have been optimistic. That may, you know, asking for 5 10th placed finishes is a lot. It is. However, we're not going to give up just yet. It's a long season ahead. Not quite as long as the full season, because I only selected 16 races, but it's a long season ahead, and we will do our best. Where's this lap going to put us on the grid? It's our best hope of getting a good lap in, because the tyres are going to be a bit tired. There we are, we're up to P15, but there's still lots of cars to get over the line, so let's see where that puts us overall. 17th. We are 17th, and we've out-qualified Jack. Oh, that's not a bad result, that. It's not bad at all. I will take that, considering the weather conditions. And into the race we go. Melbourne is basked in glorious sunshine for today's race. The first of the F1 2020 season with HRT. And we are getting very excited. Let's run through the grid. And, well, I'm only actually doing this so I can hear Crofty say, "The Professor," which is my nickname, so let's just get to me, please. Yeah, come on, don't care about these people. Come on.
The Professor.
Excellent. We can all sleep well tonight. Here we go then, aiming for a reasonable finish in my first race in Australia from P16 on the grid because Grosjean got himself a penalty. We are up and running as HRT, and we're already down to 17th because Lance Stroll's had a pop down the inside. Are we going to make a move into turn 1? No, and we are going to lose further positions. Russell has wasted no time in scooping a position past me. That is not what we wanted, and now Jack's having a do. I'm losing out to my teammate here. This is not going well at all. I'm leaking positions like some sort of bucket with holes in it. I mean, it's really not what we wanted to see. P18 from P16, so we've gone backwards in a major way. And we're looking even more vulnerable. Russell's almost out of sight already. I can't get near an apex. I'm like repelled from them for some reason. And I'm really having trouble with this car. This car is proving a bit of a handful, and Jack now is going to have a go as well. He's got the racing line. I'm going to be on the grass here on exit. There we go, and he's now had me. So it's a pretty catastrophic start if we're being honest about things. Kvyat and Grosjean. You're going to imagine Grosjean will get past me at some point because he's only there because of his penalty. So Grosjean should be about P13. So I'm back of the pack here. Kvyat, Grosjean and Latifi are the only three that are in contention. Jack's run away. It turns out employing a good racing driver to be your teammate is a terrible idea because they just show you up and they make you look like complete tin pottery because you can't drive the car very well, which is what I'm having main issues with. The car fully loaded, obviously not brand fresh tyres. It's a bit of a cruise ship, if I'm being honest. We are going to have some serious words with the R&D department and try and sort things out because we need to get this car improved as a matter of urgency. I'm going to struggle to get 5 Constructors' Championship points in this monstrosity because Kvyat's now barging his way past me. Absolute bonsai move from him, and it's P20. Dearie me, these tyres and this weight is not serving me well at all. We're going to have to play the long game. Right, Grosjean's going to have me here. It's going to be P21. Absolutely guaranteed. I am a sitting duck to Grosjean and his DRS zone as we go over the start-finish straight. I'm miles behind oh, there he is. There he goes. Literally flying through before I could even commentate on what had happened. It had happened. We'd watched it all, and he's come through. P21. Right, pit window time. We're pitting this lap. And that is when we're going to gain some time back. Fresh tyres, low weight. Here we go then. Ready to go into the pits. The problem is if Jack pits from ahead of me, we're going to be double stacking. No, Jack hasn't pitted. That is a poor decision on his part, to be honest with you, because my tyres are absolute toast. It's like driving around with barbecues on top of the wheel rims. It really is. And we're behind Grosjean here, so a good quick pit stop from Mr. HRT pit crew, who are brand new, could have us jumping Grosjean in the pit lane. Right, let's see what happens here then. In we go. Oh, virtual safety cars come out of nowhere. That's going to change things. And we have jumped Grosjean. Absolutely ideal news. Right. So we're on track P21, but that's not the case because we're ahead of Grosjean and other cars haven't pitted yet. Oh, dearie me. Hamilton there having a very bad do. He's crashed out. So that's the virtual safety car explanation. And, of course, the virtual safety car being out whilst we were in the pit lanes going to help us even more because that means everyone else will have been going slower, so we'll have lost less time. Oh, it's all fallen into place. I think we're going to be ahead of Jack. I think Jack is going to be undercut in the pit lane in a major way. This is going to be really close. So we're now on track P20, ahead of Grosjean, but behind Russell. Russell pitted, so he's still on track ahead of us. So who stayed out? I can't work out who stayed out. My teammate stayed out, and Kvyat stayed out. Those are the two. So we could be P18 here. This is going to be sensational if that's what we manage to pull off. Towards the chicane now, which is absolutely the least favourite bit on the track ever. And we've done all right with it. So that... Oh, no, we haven't. Oh, and we've lost to Grosjean. Oh, pants. Pants on the floor. That's not ideal. So I hate that part of the track. And it has unfolded before our very eyes as to why. As we go towards the start-finish straight, there seems to be an enormous queue of cars here. I don't know what's going on there. Latifi's gone into the pit lane, so we're well clear of him. He's had a stinker, to be honest. Who else have we had? Verstappen we seem to have overtaken. He must have been involved in the Hamilton incident. And now we're going, and Jack is going side by side into turn 1. He's actually sent me onto the grass with his rejoining there. That wasn't ideal, but we have got the move done. Ha ha! P17. No, Jack's going to have another go, but I will hold it round the braking zone, I hope. Hooking it round here. Yeah, it's mine. The position's mine. It's all mine. Your tyres are cold, mate. No chance. It's P17. Things have taken a dramatic turn for the better. Things have taken an even more dramatic turn for the better because Grosjean is in my sights here. Oh no, he isn't, because we're on the grass. He's gone a mile away, and now Jack's going to gazump me. Oh my word, things went from dramatically better to dramatically worse in a very short space of time. Turn 1, Jack's had me. We're back behind Jack. And that is not what we want to be. The one comparable car on circuit. Oh, and now, who the hell is the... Oh, my God, Hamilton's coming through. I thought he was... Oh, and we've crashed. No, we've crashed into our teammate. It's the worst possible start to a new team. Is the teammates collecting each other on race... Oh, my word. My race is totally ruined. Front wing damage. I've got no chance. Hamilton's come steaming through. And Kvyat's not far behind him. So, this is going to be... a new strategy option. What have we got? Oh, we could pit. They want me to pit. No, I don't think it's worth it. 4 laps to go. I think we're just going to have to stay out. Oh. I'm going to be last. I'm going to finish last. How far back is Latifi? He must be miles behind me. Kvyat's surely going to absolutely have me after this chicane, because look at me. I can't go. I'm nowhere near the apex. Nowhere near it. Look at Kvyat. He's just come sailing through. Jack's out of sight already. I'm literally... bleeding positions like an artery. Another virtual safety car here. I mean, I'm miles out of contention. But yeah, we got a safety car here. I don't know why. I haven't seen any action. But oh, drive! What? Oh, what was that for? Was I in the red when the safety car ended? I must have been. Oh, for God's sake, I mean, this is just a disastrous start. I'm going to be behind Latifi now. There's no way with a drive-through I'll hold that position. Here we are, and let's watch him go just through. There he goes, right now. Lovely. Last of the finishers. It is an absolute catastrophe. What a catastrophic start to a Formula 1 season. Last place. Rock bottom. Roman Grosjean driver of the day? Not sure why. Race 1, and the team is in crisis. We can only pray for better to come. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.